welcome everybody to another edition of Let's Play Tecmo Super Bowl Season Rasmussen Memorial Cup Edition. And today we're going to have a barn burner, Katie Bar the Door, Pier 6 brawl between Bouti's Philadelphia Eagles and America's team, if I'm not an American, the Cowboys, controlled by Red Skeleton. We're going to watch a couple of sim games because I know you want to see it. Oh my god, Darren Nelson's back for the Vikings. And the crowd goes apathetic. Alright, let's see this match. This is actually important to the NFC Central. Our favorite player, Glenn O'Reilly's Chicago Bears, dropped one to the Vikings, then won one against Green Bay. And so the division is completely up for grabs. And the Vikings come out on top. By shutting down Sanders. And look at Terry Allen. Look at him. Just look at him. What has he done to himself? Well, apparently he wasn't in 93. Because he's so gigantic. And he's playing Benny and the Jets. And despite the electric boots and the mohair suits, New York Jets come out on the bottom. People don't fucking say that. Anyway, so this is going to be an important divisional matchup. Let's go ahead and take a look, break it on down for the folks at home. The Giants are leading the division with a 5-2 record. Philadelphia is going to need to win to tie them. Dallas is going to need a win to tie Phoenix, which seems really dirty to me. Who would want to tie Phoenix? But Phoenix is doing good this season, defeating and unseating the undefeated San Francisco 49ers last week. Or maybe it was this week. No, it was last week. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down to the game. Alright, gentlemen, here's your controllers. At the beginning, just see whose controller is which, and then we'll switch it up. Oh my god, Alvin Harper's back. Will he be the difference? I don't know, because we haven't really seen the gameplay yet, so we don't know if a difference will need to be made. There's the coin toss, folks. Alright, the switching of the controllers signifies that I gave the wrong controller to the wrong person. On the kickoff, your friend and mine, Roger Rouzet, which is not how you pronounce his name. No accidental onside kick to start it. I love it. And is he gonna? Yes. He'll touch that one back. Some of the players in our league make it an absolute show of manliness / non-manliness, or pustacularness, vagitis, by the touchback. But you know, I don't agree with that analysis. Oh, only 1 yard for Emmitt Smith, stuffed short. You gotta play smart out there, and not always be concerned with what the locker room is gonna say. Out of the gun! He's cycling through approximately 700 receivers before throwing it to Michael Irvin for a possible positive drug test, 37 yards. And by possible, I mean probable.
Red 24.
Crooked teeth back setup there for Aikman. Oof, and that's gonna ache, man. With the 1 yard loss there for Emmett up the gut. Seems like the Philadelphia Eagles uncharacteristically playing very well on defense. Tough and tight, like a tiger. Oh, Apocalypse Blitz. 11 yard loss, and this drive looks like it's stalled. B-Ron Evans. I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. And Cowboys looking at a 3rd and long. Oof. Throws the covered man, but he didn't really have anybody going. And it looks like he's going to have to punt it. Discretion being the better part of valor. Let's see what kind of punt he's going to whip out. That's going to be a Polish field goal right there, folks. Hope nobody minds my usage of that, but I coined it yesterday, and I feel the need to just keep saying it. All right. Eagles going to take over at the 20. Not much option there when the punt went into the
Red
stratosphere.
24.
Oh, looks like a flood down. I guess that would be a flood right from QB Eagles' point of view. Oof. And Red Skeleton obviously concerned about the rushing ability of one Randall Cunningham. Or even two of them if there were two, which there aren't. I mean, maybe Michael Vick somewhat resembles him, but Randall Cunningham's record on dog torture is just not up to the standards of Michael Vick. By all accounts, Randall Cunningham is a non-sociopathic individual who just happens to be able to play quarterback very well. Ooh, and first blood is drawn with a safety. Woof. That's the second time we've seen that in a few games. The San Diego Chargers actually put their first two on the board with a safety. And also, what in the world happened to the music? Whoa, Alvin Harper on a big return. And, like, for cereal, what the hell happened to the music? Did you guys kill the game somehow? Alright, well, let's just play. If we gotta play silent movie mode, that's okay. I know. Kinda sucks. Here, I'll do the sounds. Hut, 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 hut. Crunch. 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 Whistle. First down. Yeah, alright, I don't know what you guys did to this game, but it shouldn't be legal. And shouldn't be legalized either, in case that's what you're thinking. Michael Hervin, and he is going to go yard. And he'll celebrate with a bump after that, I'm sure. Probably coke, though. I mean, let's face it, guys. Even though crystal meth was becoming more popular in 1993.
There's no sound.
I know. It's like we're playing in some horrible dystopia. It's like that song, Virtual Insanity. There is no sound.
This is unacceptable. We're supposed to play under these conditions.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he's playing under the exact same conditions. I would sympathize with you if you were deaf. And it'd be like, this definitely is working to the advantage of the... definitely is working to the advantage of Red Skeleton's deafness. But he's not deaf. Unless you mean in the same way that Def Comedy Jam is deaf. In which case he's so deaf. Herschel Walker! Oof, and a nice run. Shows why he's not playing for the USFL. Other than the fact that the USFL folded. Which, is, that's a reason why he couldn't play for them also. Because it doesn't exist anymore. I see a few prospects who should have been playing in the XFL for sure in this game. Like the entire Colts and the entire New England Patriots. You know what's interesting is that I looked at the stats after this, and the New England Patriots actually have the #1 offense in this game right now, which is disgusting. Like, and I think it's because some of you guys played them and you played really awful defense against them. Like, Leonard Russell is the leading rusher in the league. So, I'm saying it's all your fault, is what I'm trying to get out there. Whoa! Nice cut by Herschel Walker. Showing why he was worth that mountain of money he played for his first season, and then I think it kind of tapered off after that. He used to play for the Cowboys. A Cowboys alum, you might say. But that was before the rampant drug use. Well, maybe not. That was before they won games a lot. Dope. Randall Cunningham takes off, and he gets scruggle-dated, which is not a word. It's 3rd and 10. Mr. Bouti, he's got a chance to put 6 in the end zone. 6 in the end. Oh! Pulls the trigger too quickly. Much like a girl who just ate a big cake. Pulls the trigger too quickly. And I will respect the request for silence on this very tense 4th and 10.
Kick field goals.
Fred Barnett. And he doesn't score touchdowns either.
What the fuck? My guy can't throw the ball for fucking shit.
He exclaimed.
Fucking worst.
9-0 in favor of the boys. They're on the 15. Hoondoff to Hemmett Smith, who's not going to get a chance to do too much more with that. Uh-oh, he's got his choice of receivers. He's going to throw it to Michelle Urban.
He's open every fucking time on that. I even call a pass play. No one stays on it.
Maybe he's intimidating. Or maybe he's offered to invite the defensive backs to his hooker and blow party after the game. Which is silly, because any of these guys can afford pretty good hookers, I would imagine. Oh, and he steps out of bounds accidentally. But still gets the 5-yard gain. Minute and a half left in the half. Aikman. Hand off to Smith, who apparently thinks...
Just picked the wrong one on that one.
A little confusion from the Red Skeleton there. Thought he was doing a pass play, not realizing that A, Aikman is his quarterback, and B, that Aikman is not black. And so therefore, if the black man is holding the ball, he has handed it off. And fourth and 11 there with 49 seconds left in the half. And look at this guy. He's all Cajones. What are the Cajones? Spanish nuts. Paulie, 1990, Rocky 5. Thought I'd have a literary quote in there. And it turns out to be a foofara as Clyde Simmons forces the side change, as the Japanese are fond of calling it. With 42 seconds left, Mr. Bouti has a chance to put some points on the board. Passes deep to Williams. Williams is well covered in an assortment of gravies and dressings. Well, I mean defensive backs is what I was trying to say there. Out of the gun. Cunningham mistimes the pass. And we've got 14 seconds left. 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun once again. He's not playing around. He's got Fred Barnett. Throws a mite too early if he wanted to really get a touchdown out of that. But he's got time for one more play. I'll give him that. And he's going to go for it. Well, I mean, that makes sense. This will be the last play. And the chances of the Cowboys scoring on this one are pretty low unless the mighty F word comes out. And he gets the ball off just in time over the middle to Johnson, who throws an interception to Washington, who is somebody. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. And what I'm going to do here is let's go ahead and reset the game, see if we get some damn music. I'm going to go ahead and save our progress after this colorful halftime show, which includes the clown who goes down. Down hard. That could be a serious coccyx injury. Yeah, Aikman is throwing out of his mind. Cunningham is, well, he's also throwing out of his mind, but in a different...
Dude, he has such a good offense. I have a shit offense.
Well, you notice he's not throwing the ball, like, immediately. I mean, you got to...
That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like.
Okay. I won't say anything else. Tragedy, as the game is against the Eagles. It is simply... There's no user error involved. It is only the software that is screwing over the Eagles at this point.
Now understand you.
My question is, who were the programmers, or who did the Cowboys have to blow to get themselves to be so good in this game? And who put a curse on the Eagles, for God's sake? Mr. Bouti playing at a high degree of capability, but just being totally screwed, being flim-flammed. My lord. Anyway, we're going to try to reset this real quick here because we are not having music, and that bothers me greatly. It hurts my feelings, even. And so let's go ahead and quit out, and we're going to call it right back. And you'll see my lovely emulator, ZSNES. I recommend it highly to people who like music going out on them. And still no music. What in the F is going on here? Okay, well, maybe there's no music on that part. All right, well, let's just go ahead and continue here. There's the boot. Yeah, no, we don't have any music there. Via Sikhema on his first, no, it's not his first return. What the hell am I talking about? He's going to get down to the 20. Well, 19, but close enough for the work of the government. 4 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. It just started. And Cunningham's out of the gun here. And he's on the run. He's going to get 3 yards out of it before being gangsta tackled by whatever guy Red Skeleton picked. I don't remember who he picked. I'll be honest, that's a failing on my part. All right, Smith. He's named Smith, so I really don't know who the hell he is, to be honest with you. First down. The chains shalt move. And the Eagles are going to try to get on the board, get back in this. That safety really going to hurt him because it's turning it into a 2-possession game. Oof! Herschel Walker with some fancy footwork there, which will not be good enough for the first down, but a tidy sum of 9 yards gained on an up the gutter. I can't tell who the home team is because nobody's wearing white. Oof! And that could be... But luckily it was not picked off for the Eagles. It is now 3rd and 1. Mere inches remaining between them and the movement of the chains. Heath Sherman on his first ever useful run in Tecmo history. No, probably not. Oof. A lot of line crashage there, and that'll be a 1-yard gain. But the Eagles are continuing to move the ball down the field, and if they get in field goal range, they could make it to a situation. Over to center to Johnson, who is generic enough that I don't know his name. They used to have Keith Jackson, who was then traded to the Dolphins. And Keith Jackson was definitely the star of their receiving corps as a tight end. I still got Fred Barnett. He's pretty good. The other guy, I don't really know. Oof. Once again, struggles with the line. And 2nd and 9. Maybe Herschel Walker had a few libations in the halftime. I know I did. And Fred Barnett will get it down to the 4. Eagles are threatening to score. Threatening. Uh-oh, out of the gun. Out of the gun so he can run for fun. He sidesteps the tackle from Smythe. And Randall Cunningham, QB Eagles, cashes in for 6. The mysterious R. Cunningham, whose name is apparently too long to display in the game. And that is a terrible kick, which will not work. And achievement unlocked for Mr. Bouti with a missed PAT. It takes some work to miss a PAT. But all that time in the gym, concentration, has paid off. Now this really changes the anatomy of this game because before, if he gets the ball back, kicks a field goal, he wins the game. Now, if he gets the ball back, kicks a field goal, we could go into extra innings.
Innings.
Extra innings.
Innings.
All right, look, I understand it's overtime, but I enjoy saying extra innings. Because one time I was super late for something because we went to a restaurant in D.C. and we got caught in traffic. And one of the guys I was there with, he's like, oh, yeah, this lunch break's going into extra innings here, which I thought was hilarious. 3-yard gain as he accidentally steps out of bounds. So, or it could end like the Bears game did, where the game gets tied up, accidental onside kick, flea flicker for the touchdown. If you haven't seen that game, folks, I highly recommend you see the Vikings against the Bears. It is a tragicomedy, you know, matching that of any Greek play, where somebody dies and somebody makes a joke about that, which I believe is all of them. Aikman, he's on the scramble on the damble. He throws it to Alvin Harper, and Alvin and his chipmunk friends may cash in, but he also mayn't on the 7-yard line. Goal line stand. You got to give it that Troy Aikman. Cool as a cucumber in that pocket. Scanning his receivers. And other suitable cliches. Up the gut. But up the gut, as I've often said, you know, when you got a 1-yard or goal line situation, you go up the gut. Usually, if you're playing against a human, he's going to be like, well, he's probably going to go up the gut. That's what I usually do. Of course, then again, if you want to get tricky, as I usually do, yeah, I'll try a pass and I'll try to run it in like that. Of course, Aikman's not the most ample scrambler. But if Steve Grogan can do it, anyone can do it. 3rd and long. I mean, 3rd and goal, but still kind of long to that said goal. And Smith is going to take it down, and he gets downtown Philadelphia as he takes a crack of the Liberty Bell and makes this a goofily scored game. 15. Just tell him you kicked. Oh, and that looks like a. Well, it made it. And now it's a 2-possession 10-point game, so the Eagles are going to have to get on the scoring, and then they're going to have to get on to getting the ball back. It's a lot of getting on. Vi Sikema on the return. You're going to get to the 14-yard line. I said there's a lot of marbles riding on this game. Many marbles. Of course, my prediction were the Cowboys were going to win the division for sure, just because they have the best team. Oh, Herschel Walker with a long-distance catch. But the division picture is far murkier than I expected it. With even the Phoenix Cardinals at 4-3 right now, tied for 2nd place in the division. Nope, gets it out quick to Johnson on the called play. But very good presence of mind getting the ball out. That sack would have been particularly ugly because there was a lot of drop backage involved. Oh, and that probably would have been a pretty long-range pass, but Ed Norton Jr. No, Ken Norton Jr. Excuse me, not Ed. Who the hell is Ed Norton? He's somebody. Yeah, the actor? Okay. But anyway, Ken Norton Jr. was able to get the big block. Past the Fred Barnett. Oh, and he catches it in, like, dodecaduple coverage. Showing that he, too, I don't know, can catch the ball. Something like that. 2.5 minutes remaining. The heat is on. Just like that Eddie Murphy movie, Dr. Dolittle. It's on the street. Burning. Man, this game is really unsettling without music. Steps forward, passes to Heath Sherman. Heath is going to get the first down. And he's going to cash in for 6 big ones. And then we'll see the PAT. I don't want to say 7. R. Cunningham says, welcome to the gun show. Whoa, and that's a good one. This time. And so it's a 3-point game. If the Eagles can stop... you got to kick it in the blue. That might be a... I don't know. Okay. That's pretty much as weak as you can get without getting onside. Okay. So Alvin Harper manages to get it in there, get excellent field position. So they got to be hoping for a fumble, an interception, or just if they can 3 and out him real quick here. Well, Aikman's out of the gun, showing no mercy. Throwing caution into the wind, you might say. And he's going to step up and throw it to Irvin. He had the time on that, and he's got the date as well.
Dude, this team sucks. The Eagles are not good in this game, I'm convinced. He's throwing to Michael Irvin every fucking play.
Right? I mean, Michael Irvin, he's open, yeah.
That's my point. None of my guys cover him. I pick a fucking pass play almost every single play.
I don't know if that revelation of strategy will change the calculus of this game or even the trigonometry of it. 9-yard gain. The Cowboys threatening to score. They want to make this game not look like it was really close. And are successful at said deed. Man, Emmitt Smith looks like he put on a little weight there. He probably needs to go with that paleo diet. You know? Paleo diet. It's a good idea. Don't drink milk. It's not good for you because some guy said so. But make sure you can eat all the boiled chicken breast you want. Because our ancestors, one thing we know is that cavemen were very healthy. They lived in excess of 25 years. And they would have lived longer if they hadn't died from, completely preventable illnesses that we don't die of because our diets are better. Remember, berries are better fruit than other fruits. Because magic. Oh! Mr. Bouty's dip, while considerable in size, is might not be enough. Well, that's the end of that game. 23-13 in favor of the no handshakes. And yeah, big game there. Hopefully we'll get the music working for the next one because that was unsettling and scary. Yep, great game, guys. And we'll look at what that does to the NFC East here. So that puts the Giants in the number 1 position. Well, the Giants were in the number 1 position. Dallas gets the second. Now Dallas, Philly, and Phoenix tied for second. Oof. Too close to call. That wild card race is going to be hot and bothered. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.